Welcome to round 4 of the New Brunswick Dirt Rider Association's race series. This is the 4th and final, and it is a sloppy day, and it's only going to get worse. But I got umbrella service because I parked next to the cool kids. Thank you, Ewan and friends. Oh man, we're getting ready to go. This is going to be good. Lots of rain and lots of slop. Here we go. Man, we're off. Man, that's a pretty good start on my part. I'm actually, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 6 bikes. I'm doing okay. That is probably one of my better starts. But granted, it's not going to last because it is greasy out here and I don't know what to do about it. Alright, if you demand that all the videos you watch have clear lenses and great sound, click away now. It's raining pretty hard, so you're not going to get that in this video. The lens stays mostly clear because it's raining pretty hard, but my sound doesn't come back because I ate a face full of mud there. So if you're deeply offended by this, click away now, or put on some music and just watch the race. Alright, and if you're still here, break out your water wings, grab yourself a cold one, and enjoy the video. It's going to get really sloppy and start raining a lot harder than it is now. I'm trying to get a feel for traction, and all it is it's greasy, and I have no traction. That's my feeling, but we'll figure it out. But I do pick up a lesson later on by way of Ethan Stiles. He's on bike 299 and riding in the pro class, and he goes flying by me, throttle down, and what I learned is a little more speed, that centrifugal force on your tires, will keep you rolling straight even through the slop. So thanks for that, Ethan. Okay, we're going to pick it up later on and get back to this grass, but I'm going to cut forward and jump into where I catch up to Rod. Now, Rod had passed me in the first lap where I stopped to take my goggles off, and I've been chasing him ever since. Rod's a buddy of mine, and I really enjoy this because it feels like I'm doing battle with somebody. Now, don't judge, we're not going that fast, but you know what? We were born half a century before our bikes, so we're doing okay.
In front of me is Rod. Buddy of mine. The ugly battle. He's smoother than I am in some of this stuff.
So what I'm saying there is the exact same thing I just said. There's a buddy of mine, Rod. But what I also added is he's smoother in this stuff than I am. So he's pulling ahead of me every time we hit the grass, and I catch up to him in the woods a little bit. So I'm working harder, I have no doubt about it, although he would graciously say otherwise. So it's a good thing skin doesn't leak because it is raining hard, which is another good thing because it's keeping the lens relatively clear. On the downside, I'm not wearing goggles, so I'm getting pelted, and I'm a little worried about getting too close to Rod because I don't get a face full of dirt. Some friends steer with throttle and put a lot of dirt in your face, but you know, it's forgivable because they're good guys. Another thing that occurs to me at about this point is I'm not really sure how to pass. Even if I can close the distance, unless I can slingshot by in some open ground, I don't really pass people, so I haven't quite figured this part out, especially a contested pass. And you're going to see evidence of that coming up. Yeah, I give him a little throttle blip, let him know I'm back there.
I want him. We'll get him out here on this grass. Oh boy.
JM's out on the track. JM, the godfather of Stony Creek fame. He's pointing out lines, trying to get people over on the grass a little bit where you're going to get a bit more traction. I'm a little bit dubious sometimes of JM's lines because what he sees as a line isn't necessarily a line for us mere mortals. Yep, telling myself to relax my grip. I'm fighting it a little bit. Gotta let the bike move around. I don't want to fall because I'll lose too much time. And you know what? I haven't fallen in a long time. And so I think I'm just getting a little nervous. I think I need to get a little crash out of the way. We jump up onto the motocross track. And it's pretty sloppy, but on the straights you can make some speed. Now, as far as jumps go, I'm rolling most of them, jumping them a little bit, but I don't know how to jump a bike, and this isn't a good time to find out, despite the ground being kind of soft. I still don't land like I'm 12 or 14 or 16 or 20 or 30 or 40 for that matter. Yeah, airing it out big time. Okay, not so big. Don't need an air traffic controller, I'm good. Just get a little air under the tires and keep moving. I'm trying to pass Rod, but laws of physics still apply here. He's moving faster than me, so that doesn't work that way. I can't fold time and get past him. I'm gonna have to work for it. It's gonna make me work for it, and I gotta conserve energy. So right now we're just pacing. Yeah, you can see he's just a little more confident and more competent in this grassy, slippery stuff. I'm nervous coming into these corners, so I'm going real gentle. Rod looks back as he hears the engine sing as I go airborne on that one, because we talked about jumping the bikes, and the consensus was that we would keep it on the earth. Or maybe he was just looking back and realized I needed a face wash, and so he obliges me. Try and make my move. Here it comes.
Oh, inside!
That's all right. It's a contact sport sometimes, so it's all good. I like motorboating as much as the next guy, but this isn't the kind of motorboating I had in mind. Yeah, no, having my mouth washed out with mud certainly didn't improve my language. Apologies again. I am staying well and truly hydrated, and it is what it is. It is really bucketing down now. Oh God, indeed, it's getting biblical out here. So if you brake on the wet grass and you lock the tires, you're just going to slide and fall. And if you throttle too hard and you're not in a straight line, you're just going to slide and you're going to fall. And I'm trying to avoid falling, because falling seems contradictory to racing. Because if you fall, you're laying on the ground whining. And if you stay up on two wheels, then at least you're moving down the track whining. Almost lose it there. So I look up and Rod's gone. I think he's gotten away on me, and I'm a little disheartened because I know there's another section of grass track and he's going to make some more distance on me. And it's not specifically that I'm trying to beat Rod, it's just he's the marker in front of me that I'm trying to catch. We all have to have goals in life, and I try to keep mine simple. What's in front of me? So this infield here is where they set up a couple little obstacles, and there's an option coming up here. This little sign says fast lane left and slow lane right. I didn't realize that it was an option to go the other way until I saw Rod go around. So Rod gets to go over a stick imported from Newfoundland, and I get a rainforest tree imported from British Columbia. Coming up to the next obstacle, and Rod goes right, and like Leonard from Big Bang Theory, I go left, and it pays off, not just with Penny. So now I'm out in front, and I'm thinking Rod's right behind me, and so now I'm nervous again, especially because we're coming up on more grass field, and this part is really slick, and I couldn't get around any of it clean. All the corners were bringing me to a virtual standstill.
Get by him. He's gonna come get me.
You ever wonder how much your spouse is willing to support in terms of your motorcycle addictions and your racing and all these events? You know what? I've had a lot of. I've had it pretty easy. My wife is extremely supportive, but as I came around this corner and I see a truck and trailer that looks identical to mine on the road, just for a second I thought, yep, I've gone too far. Oh God, there's Rod. He's closing in on me. I knew he'd catch me in this grass, and it's making me nervous. I don't know. There's no reason to be nervous. I'm not going to win anything, even if I won this whole race. Not even a spare tire. It's all for the accolades of my wife, who's apparently leaving me out on the highway there. Anyway, my nerves catch me, and I stall the bike up here. We're about to tuck into a little section of woods, and I'm going to try and make some time up in here. In my McQuaid video, I talked about the element of competition being a bit of a motivator to push you along and bring out your A game. And I had one of the sweeps kind of chase me down for a little bit there, and it really helped. Right now, Rod is kind of doing that same thing for me. I know he's back there. It's making me a bit nervous, but it's bringing out the right kind of nerves, and I'm just trying to keep going. I think this is lap 4, so getting a little bit tired, but still trying to push the pace, and right now I feel like Rod's breathing down my neck. Whether that's true or not, I haven't a clue because I can't look back. And in reality, I don't want to know, because if I look back and he's not there, then am I losing some of that edge? So right now, I got Chucky, Freddy, and Jason right up my ass. They all got knives, and it's real, man. I try to ride consistent, trying to keep a good pace throughout, and my times reflect that. What I need to do though is focus on the areas where I can lay down a little bit more speed. And some of these sections I can remember coming through faster or a little bit slower, and it's those areas where it's just where the seconds, I can capture some seconds in there. So it's things I think about when I'm racing. Where can I make a little more time? Where can I be incrementally better?
thing you don't want to hit.
Talking to myself there about target fixation, looking at that tree and trying to avoid it, and bounced off it with my shoulder. This is the section of track that I jumped ahead to at the beginning of the video, where Rod and I started picking up and doing our battle, and it seems like a good spot to close off. But what I'll do is add a few more clips in here that'll just be short snaps of some of the other riders that I got on video, and I'll make some comments about that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy some of what I'll call the highlight reel of me getting past. Alright, that's Nathan Isles passing me. He's currently leading the pro class. His brother Sam right behind him, and I think Ethan would be following up with him after that. Yeah, I pretty much hung with him. That's how it went down. That would be Sam going by me trying to encourage me to keep up. That's not going to happen. Sam's currently in number 2 spot for the pro class, but I was laughing in my helmet and appreciated the encouragement. Well, I also hung with him for a little while too. There it is, video doesn't lie. Okay, and there goes Ethan Stiles, currently in 3rd place in the pro class, and it's from him that I picked up the tip about just blast through the mud, and I'll cut to that right now. So as I come around this corner, I just see him disappearing through, but what I watched him do was just pin it through this slop, and I'll start talking about just do what he does.
Do it. Do what he's doing. Don't do what he's doing. You're going to fall.
Okay, number 4 in the pro class, this is Jonathan Roy, and he really airs it out here. I cover about half the distance, but I'm pretty proud I didn't wreck on landings, so that seems like a good place to wrap up this video. And wrap up I will. This is the end of the race season. I'll have other videos out, but race season's over. I take 5th overall in the intermediate class, and that's not bad. Though I never finished higher than 9th, I did make all the races, so the points are what is carrying me, I guess, to 5th place. Happily though, the top 3 finishers, I think the top 3 from the intermediate class, will go pro next year, so I can probably move up at least 3 places. Alright, enjoy until I see you next time.